Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, I'm joined by the CEO of advice.io. That is Matt Dixon. Matt Dixon has over 18 years professional trading experience and is joining us today to have a look at some of the charts for the likes of 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗧, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗧, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 and a few others to support you guys to be able to chart better and make the most of the market, right? So if you appreciate Matt taking the time out of his day to join us today, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And do let us know in the comments below what you would like Matt to chart next week. We are going to be taking more of those requests and doing more of that for next week. So do let us know in the comments below. With that said, let's get down to the call and see what Matt has to say on everything charting.
Cheeky crypto community, it's great to be back with you. We're just going to run through 5 cryptos today. Moving on from where we were last week, we had some great upgrades on the eBay platform and managed to make some profits on those. Those profits, well, we actually took profit, and that's the great thing about using Elliott Wave. You can actually see targets for your on your wave counts. You can take profits quickly and get out of the market. And my big thing is that the less you're exposed to the market, the less risk you've got. But just grab those gains with a quick nip and tuck strategy, grab and run strategy. And that's my personal strategy that I've operated for the past however many years, 20 odd years, more than that even. So first of all, we're going to look at 𝗕𝗘 once again. As many of you know, this is one of my favorites. I've actually just using this as my proxy for the market. I usually use Ethereum, but 𝗕𝗘 is really, for me, it's quite a clear wave count and done fantastically with it recently. So you can see from the very left of the screen, we've got a small A down, B up, and then a W. So when you're talking W, that's a WXY. That's what's called a 333 correction. So we've got a W down, we're going to get an A, B, C, X higher, and then a Y wave down. So that's all a corrective move. So as it's corrective, it means that's good for the market long term. But shorter term, there's going to be a lots of ups and downs that we can potentially take advantage of. So as we got the W, we've now entered into this B wave, which is made up of an A wave higher here, big A wave, the capital A. And then we're moving into a triangle. And if you remember, this is one of the most predictive patterns within Elliott Wave. After a triangle, which is called a pre-terminal move, you're going to get a terminal move higher. So in that cycle, the next wave higher is going to be the end of that particular cycle before we then get a move in the other direction. So within the triangle, we've got a triangle is a corrective move. So it's not impulsive. It means there's lots of choppy waves. So within this triangle, we've got the ABC down, making the A wave of the triangle. We've got an ABC up, making the B wave of the triangle. We currently just finished the C wave down here, which is lots of corrective moves there. And we'll focus in on that a little bit more to see where we are within it. And we'll see where I had it labeled previously, the triangle. You can see another line here, an upward sloping line here, where it touched the wave 3 point here that's labeled here. This is where I proposed the triangle was ended and thought we might move up from here. We began to move up from there, and then we moved down further. So I drew a new line, support line here for the triangle. Now, because it hasn't gone below A, it's still an upward facing line here. Within the triangle, we're not allowed to break lower than this A wave. So we're still in the same triangle move. The rules haven't been broken. It just means that the internal wave count needed a bit more extension before we moved up. And we've had a solid move up since that time. So we're currently on the wave C of the triangle. We're going to work up in a wave D of the triangle, then down in wave E of the triangle before we get this final impulsive move higher from the triangle. That's really what I'm waiting for. That's going to be very, very exciting. If we get to there, it means the triangle is absolutely confirmed and we're going to get a strong impulsive move higher. So that's really what I'm looking for. If we just kind of expand this out a little bit, just so we can see a little bit shorter term where we're at within this particular move. So we've now just focused in, just expanded it a little bit more. So you can see with the B wave here of the triangle, we've moved down in lots of corrective moves, very choppy. What was really interesting about this is, and it's just amazing the way Fibonacci works, just look at this. If we start from the top of that wave B, that's 0 on the Fibonacci, and we measure it down to this point here, it's virtually the end of wave A there, if we just line it up properly. It's basically, it's the end of wave A there. So we just transpose that whole movement there from the start of B. So we've got the ABC A wave there, ABC B wave here. So we move it to the B wave here. That's just amazing because it basically takes us, give or take, and I don't trust spikes, by the way, because markets are still manipulated a little bit. So a spike is, we're neither here nor there. We're virtually at the end. So what's happened is the big wave A here is virtually exactly equal to the big wave C here. That's a very common relationship within Elliott wave, that A often equals C. So when we got to this point here, it was a good opportunity to buy. And in fact, we did buy. Within the 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦 community, we've got our own 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗧trade community, and we would invite any of you to join that. Come to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗚.io, join our Telegram community, and you can be invited there. Just DM me. It's you can just DM any of our admins there, and we'll get you involved in the trade community, and you can see what we're doing. So we actually bought here because it's an obvious, when the C equaled the A, it's an obvious buy point, and it's a corrective move down. We're expecting move higher. We got a very impulsive move higher. So on 𝗲, we moved from around 0.078 to, we got a spike here to 0.958. So we got a massive move up there, 20–30%, is it? Something like that. And you can see it's impulsive, the move higher, and we've got a corrective move down. So because of that, I'm expecting a move up to wave D ultimately. I am expecting a move higher relatively soon with 𝗲. So I'm loading up once again around these sort of areas. I never buy everything in one bag. You need to spread your bags, spread your eggs a little bit. Don't buy at one point. So it means you're not totally exposed. It's a bit of risk management, but it's also a bit of cost averaging, whether you call it dollar cost, Bitcoin cost, whatever cost you want to call it, a bit of averaging to average your buy-in price. So I've started buying around these areas. If it dips lower, I'll just be buying more, because for me, we've got impulsive move higher, corrective move lower. We're going to move higher. We're going to make some money out of this. It's just about collecting a few bags at various prices if the price drops lower. So that's just a quick look. We could focus more in, but we haven't got time. We're going to move on to Litecoin now. So Litecoin, again, I've looked at the big picture here. I think we got an impulsive move higher in this wave one. We've got an A wave down, a B wave higher, and a C wave down. Once again, we've got a perfect Fibonacci relationship here, where we got wave 3 was 1.382 times wave A. So that was quite a nice little relationship. You can look for these throughout any wave pattern, and you'll learn over time. I might even drop at some point within my trade group. I'll be dropping all the most common Fibonacci relationships compared with the particular waves. It gives you a much better opportunity to make profits. So we got that very nice move there. So from the B wave up here, we got one down. From the B wave, A down, we got the B wave up, and then the C wave down. And the C wave was broken into 5 waves. Now, what's really interesting, you can count this, and I want to show it in a shorter time frame, the 1 hour time frame, just to show people clearly how fractals work. Again, I personally think it's really interesting. So from the top of wave B here, we've got a 3-wave move down in wave A, we've got a corrective move up in wave B, and then the C wave is in 5 waves. That's the 3-3-5. That's what's called a flat correction in Elliott wave parlance. So from the top of wave B, we've got a wave 1, a large wave 1 down, a wave 2 up. And again, you need to look into a smaller time frame to really verify this is correct count. So wave 1 down, 2 up. The wave 3 is broken into 5 waves itself. So we have fractals, as I always say, Russian dolls, doll within a doll, fractal within fractal. So we've got wave 1 down, wave 2 up. Then we've got, within wave 3, we've got 1, 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and wave 4 cannot overlap wave 1. And wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. So we're following all the rules here. Wave 4 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that completes 5 waves within wave 3. So we've got a big wave 3 there. Then we've got a big wave 4 and a big wave 5. Looking once again, we got, once again, as you see here, we got wave 3 was exactly 1.382 times wave A, but there are other Fibonacci relationships in there. So from the bottom here, we've got some movement up, we've got a corrective move down, and you can actually count. I wanted to just show you this as well, because we may need to move on to a shorter time frame to show this to you. The move up is in 5 waves, and that's really important to know that. So let me just spread this out a bit so you can see. This is great to know. So what I did again, I put the Fibonacci measure from 0 here. What's interesting here, it's from 0 here, and the top of wave 1 is actually here. So I've gone from the 0 point here, and wave 1 is here. So I then move up to the start of wave 2, which is actually here. Just about there, just about getting it right. When I look at it anyway, if it's measured accurately, you'll find that wave 3 here, this is wave 3, so we've got wave 1, 2, 3. I've not written them in, there's too many numbers. Wave 4, wave 5 up here. Again, wave 3 is not the shortest, it's actually just a fraction shorter than wave 1 is. So we've stayed within the rules. People would normally count this as wave 1 here. It is not, because that would mean wave 3 was shortest. You're breaking the rules. So we've got wave 1 here, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Then we've got an ABC correction down. That means time to start loading up again. So just like the 𝗲, we're pretty close to a time to load up with Litecoin. Even if we've got the count wrong, we know that overall we're going to move higher. So as long as we don't over leverage our positions and we do that cost averaging effect, we can still look at, we're starting to buy around this sort of levels. And if it goes lower, we'll just buy a bit more. Moving on to one of our favorites, we highlighted last week, we had a very strong impulsive move up in Sandbox, didn't we? And I'm sure a lot of you benefited from that. We highlighted it as one of our favorites. We've had lots of opportunities for buying and taking profits. So from the bottom, once again, we got a wave 1, a wave 2. Just look at wave 3. Once again, almost exactly 1.618 times wave 1. So if I just show you that in a slightly, we've actually got a big wave 1, a big wave 2. Then within the count, we've got a smaller wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to finish on a wave 5. So we're looking for some more upward movement on Sandbox. There's more opportunity for profit. And that's wave 5 there is within a bigger wave 3, and then we're going to get another wave 4 down and a final wave 5 higher. That fits very well with the first one we looked at, 𝗲, with the triangle thing, where we're looking at a wave D higher with a triangle, a wave E lower, and then a final wave up, which actually matches this. It's a different type of wave count, but they match together very nicely. So there is more opportunity. Don't get disheartened if you jump in. If you're over leveraged with something, you will get disheartened, because if there's a move against you, you'll lose confidence, you'll sell out, and it'll be like the FUD and the fear and greed. Basically, when people are over leveraged and they see a bit of move down, the fear takes over, they sell out at the very worst possible time, just when everybody else is piling in. So that's why don't over leverage. Make sure you position in gradually and use this pound cost averaging. So that was Sandbox, which was phenomenal. Another one we looked at was 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧. A lot of people in our office bought 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧, done fantastically. It's been one of the big gainers. Very exciting project, but we've seen now a 5-wave move higher. So we're expecting a bit of a move down, which we've seen now. Once again, you'll see that wave 1 higher, wave 2, wave 3, again to the dot, 1.618 times. This Fibonacci stuff is amazing. That golden ratio of 0.618. Isn't it amazing that from right down here, you could have locked in all this profit knowing that wave 3 is going to be at least 1.618 times wave 1. That's the minimum you can expect for wave 3, 1.618. Then we got a choppy wave 4 down, and then wave 5. The wave 5 this may be wave 5, or we might just be still within a wave, still within some sort of wave 4 correction. We might get a higher wave 5 yet. But what I'm saying is we have had most of the gains already here within this move. So I am expecting some sort of, even if we go a bit higher, we may well move higher, but we're going to get a correction down, probably somewhere around this wave 4, and that'll be the time to buy in. So it's looking as though we're probably going to get a bit of a higher wave 5 here. So this wave 5 might need to move over here a little bit before we get a correction wave 4 down. And again, once again, that'll fit with 𝗲, that we're going to move higher in the wave D. We're going to get a correction down in a wave 4 here. So I'm moving this wave 5. So we're going to get a correction down then, and then we'll get another big push higher. So again, they're all just fitting together. One that came out very nicely on eBay, on the ratings. It was a great upgrade, card stack. Once again, we saw some phenomenal. I mean, this one, not only did wave 1 go 1.618, it actually went past 2.618 and went to exactly 3.618 for wave 3. So once again, you could look at your wave 1 up, you look at your wave 2 down. The wave 1 actually went to here. It's hard to see. Maybe I need to expand it a bit. You can just about see I've got it in red there. Sorry, the wave 1 in red there. And wave 2 to there. So we've got a wave 1 to here, wave 2 down here. So we moved the Fibonacci to there to start the count from there. Wave 3 went to exactly 3.618. So that 0.618 is just phenomenal. It's everywhere within the charting if you look for it, and if you know your wave counts, know where to put your Fibonacci measurement tool. So we got wave 3, nailed it on the button there. Wave 4 correction down happened, and a wave 5 move up. And that's, you know, a pretty typical top in the market there with that spike there. So again, I really encourage you to get more involved with eBay, because we identify some amazing buy opportunities. To come onto our trade group, the eBay trade group, just come to our Telegram group, ask how to get to that. We'll direct you to the trade group, and you can combine the Fibonacci with the 𝗕𝗢𝗠𝗪, which identifies the valuable projects, the projects with true underlying value, the projects with real promise. And then you couple that with a directional charting tool like Elliott Wave coupled with Fibonacci, and you're onto a winning formula. So thanks once again. I hope that was useful to you. And I really look forward to coming back to you again next week. Thank you.
So a big thank you to Matt for joining us again this week, and he will be back again next week on Thursday at the same time. So do let us know in the comments below what you would like Matt to chart next week, and we'll endeavour to get some of those actioned next week. And yeah, do head down to the Discord so you can join in with everything that's happening there from a cheeky crypto perspective. With that said, really appreciate you taking the time to watch today's video. Don't forget to mash up that like button and show your support, and I will catch you in the next one.